Sawadee Krab and welcome to another episode for the Funkit Pod. And it's time to talk about cats again. My favorite part of the Funkit Pod is when we talk about cats because, as you know, I've got two cats. Spooky and Snooze, they're somewhere chilling in there right now. Last time they were jumping around behind me if you were watching the video. This time they're just chilling somewhere inside there, just having eaten something. So, of course, you have to lick yourself and chill a little bit afterwards. This past week, we've been to the vet. Just to check up, we haven't been to the vet for a while. We moved places, so now finally we have found a new vet at our new home, not too far away. And the craziest thing happened. Spooky. She didn't bite anyone and didn't scratch anyone. It's the first time ever that I went to the vet with her that she did not go crazy. She was hissing a little bit like, I don't like it. But usually she freaks out. She scratches, she bites, she's not standing still. The last time we went to the vet, she had 4 people trying to hold her down. She's like, and then they had me come in and hold her down. This time around, I told him right away, I was like, hey, Snooze, she's chill, don't worry, she's cool with everybody. Spooky hates people, so let me take her. And then I just took her right away. So the vet staff didn't do anything. And so I just put her on the table. I'm like, hey, Spooky, everything is fine, don't worry. And then when the vet came to give her the vaccine, she was just quickly like, argh. But that was it. I was ready to bleed. I thought there's gonna be blood. Usually there's bloodshed when we go to the vet. Nothing. Super cool this time. I'm worried. So it was pretty easy. It was nice. So we have now the updated vaccines. Great. Those deworming middle. That was German. Those deworming whatever it is they put in there. Got this. Then the vet says, okay, now that they got this, 1 week no showering. And I'm like, you shower your cats? So that leads me to the question: how often do you shower your cats? Well, my cats, especially Snooze is cool when it comes to the sea. When we go travel, she's like, okay, hey, that's the sea, nice. But showering, she hates the bathtub. I tried, she hates the bathtub. She likes the sea, she hates the bathtub. How often do you shower your cats? I'm really curious. This coming week, I'm gonna take them to, I think, maybe to a grooming shop just once, just to see how professionals do it. So maybe that I can learn something from it, and then next time I'll just do it. But just want to see how they handle this. I have some cat shampoo, but I want to know what's the best cat shampoo or whatever. Which ones are the ones that they like more? Because the ones that I have, they don't like the smell. So maybe there's a trick to it. So I'm really curious about this. Also. And while Snooze is cool with cutting the nails, Spooky is not necessarily cool with cutting the nails. So maybe having a professional there, just doing it once, also saves me some, in this case, actual bloodshed, which would be nice. Let's see about it. But usually I do this all by myself. But I figured, now that the vet mentioned it, I'm going to let some pros do it once just to learn something from it. Okay. I'll obviously going to be there, though not just leave them there and then just leave or anything. Of course, I'm going to be there and try to calm down, but also learn, of course, how to do that professionally. Maybe there are some tricks I don't know how to hold the paw besides just squeezing the paw a little and then so that the claw comes out and you can cut it and so on. So let's see what I'll learn. I'll share my learnings here with you then, of course. So we got the vaccines, all good. Got this deworming thing, all good. Now we're home, not showering, all good. Then for a while now, both of them had diarrhea at the same time. They do everything together, right? So they do everything together. They also morning poop together at the same time, within 2 minutes or so. One is finished, the other one comes and does it. BFFs for life. Synced everything. So now they had some diarrhea for a few days, and then the doctor, because I was at the vet anyways, I'm like, hey, so I saw them having diarrhea for 2 days. Now that's the 3rd day. Should be worried, and it's just a little bit. It's not too bad. So should I be worried? The doctor was like, did you change the food? I'm like, oh my God, you're a psychic. Yes, I did change the food. I changed from Royal Canin Fit, the standard that we have usually, to Purina 1 at indoor advantage, I think it's called. Because Spooky seemed to have eaten less now. She seemed to have, I thought maybe she's bored of the same food. I understand you're bored of the same food, and I do switch it up. I bring some wet food once in a while, of course. I bring some snacks. Right now, Spooky loves the Friskies Purina 2 play tubes. She likes this a lot. Smart move by Purina, just making them putting a hole in the middle so it's more crunchy, and then doubling the price of the snacks. But Spooky likes those a lot. But then the doctor said, yeah, lots of his clients right now say that their cats, when they switched the food to Purina, had diarrhea for a little bit, probably because Purina apparently, allegedly, the doc told me, put something in there, I forgot what it is, that should boost the immune system, but some cats have problems digesting that, apparently. He said he compared it to, like, if people have problems digesting milk, they'll get diarrhea. He says that's similar to that. So maybe switch back to another food. So now I tried like 4 different foods at the same time. Like I had the Royal Canin Fit, I had the Purina One Indoor Advantage, I had one that's called Smarter Cat Food, and I had one that's called Mio Gold, which is like a Thai brand, I believe. Yeah, it's hard to find a pattern. I put actually in the feeder, and like one tube was like the Royal Canin, one tube was the Indoor Advantage, and so on. And first they ate the Indoor Advantage, the Purina, more. But then the next day they focused on the Smarter one. Now I thought maybe I just mix everything together and just see what happens. But yeah, so that's what happened this week here with the cats. Other than that, we had to spend lots of time again on the balcony here, just because it's rainy season and it rains almost every night. If it doesn't rain, we go out, we walk around a little bit, we sit around a lot because it's still wet. Even if it's not raining, it's still wet. So then the cats don't enjoy the walking that much. So we sit around a lot. On the way to the doctor, we took a tuk-tuk, like an electronic tuk-tuk here, an e-tuk-tuk. Because it's just easy with the cats. As if you take like a Grab/Uber, for those who are not in Thailand, our Uber is called Grab. You have to get like an extra pet-friendly Grab, which is like extra expensive, and Grab is expensive right now anyways, which is crazy. So we took like an e-tuk-tuk, which was fine for most of the part. It got a bit noisy while on the main road for like 2 minutes, and then they were like just hiding in the back on the bottom. But other than that, it was all fine. Snooze was even looking out of the back. I always open the back, so she can look out if she wants to, but can hide if she wants to too. And then she was looking out for most of the time. So that was all fine. Okay, that's it. So there's nothing exciting that happened this week, unfortunately, or maybe also fortunately. We're planning to maybe go out a little when I have a day off on Saturday, hopefully. So then we might go for a short trip, and then I will report back how the trip went, what we did, what we got, and how the cats felt. Until then, as always, I'll be happy to hear what your experience was with your cats. What did you do this week? Did you have anything happening? How do you handle diarrhea with your cats? Oh, the diarrhea is gone now again, so we're all happy again, no problem. I did read up on like what should you do with diarrhea, and like cranberry juice and some weird stuff. I didn't try because now the diarrhea is gone after 4 days, so all good. But what do you do when your cats have diarrhea? Do you worry right away? Do you go to the vet right away? Do you have to take something? Let me know in the comments, or reach out funkitpod@gmail.com. Always happy to hear from fellow cat enthusiasts. And that's enough for the Catcast this week. As always, like, share, subscribe, rate this thing so we can have like a bigger cat audience, and then also have bigger cat discussions. Again, let me know how your week in cats went. I'm always happy to read that. Until then, as always, stay safe, take care, and we'll talk soon. Sawadee Krap.